promised us a Yasuo game.
I heard it.
It never happened. I want to see if this is... Talia, just do it, Perks. You promised us this Yasuo. You have to come to do it. There it is. He gets to do it.
We've got ourselves a Yasuo in the middle lane with the composition, as we've mentioned already, built completely for it.
Kobe just ran out to the castle and screamed at us that apparently Perks promised him that it was the Yasuo pick, but he's promised both of us, so Kobe doesn't get that one alone.
All I'm hearing is Perks promised, and it was
promised to a lot of people. He's been walking around selling this Yasuo here.
He has hovered this pick.
They can't get out.
They can't get out because they're busy like writing in chat, obviously, about how it's your fault they're dying in top lane.
Oh, Trick. I mean, Perks rather, and Frozen back and forth. Trick just below with Crash.
Oh!
It's going to be the 1-2. And it's actually the kill coming in. Trick just in range execution. No, it was the hit already from Crash. And the back and forth as Perks takes a hit right. This tweet from the end of the regular summer split here.
Now working with his team to try and get Vision down. As here we go.
Frozen stuck out. Whoa, Perks being able to get the damage down. Knocked backwards. Here comes Crash. This is where it gets tough. Cleanse down, dodges out on Sejuani's ultimate. Beautifully done. But here's the damage now. Trick's gonna get the pop-up just in time. Saves him from Crash. Perks through the other side. Patton with one shot and the wind wall down. I mean, Perks is the same. Trick finds himself in a sticky situation, and he is gonna get locked down one more time. Patton comes in, and pop goes the Trick. Frozen coming up with that one.
They swapped their lanes around. They're gonna still look for him.
Well, blam! Well, that was a little lackluster. Still gonna come in. Good tank for Crash. Frozen was like, I'm coming. Gotta surf the walls here, and they pick up the kill on expect.
We're playing the top lane.
There's only 3 of them. It feels like it's a pressure game.
Hurricane?
Be about 2 through there. Beautiful Howling Gale into the last breath. That's the hit onto Patton. They just used quite a bit in the top lane for that fight, so his ultimate was not up. G2 takes advantage.
Good roam there from Perks and some serious damage already being dealt from him. That's a tower now for G2, first one in the game, so they get the gold lead back.
The G2, they have control and FB recognized it.
Oh, they're fighting!
That was going to be huge. They were looking for the rupture for Perks. Don't have it just yet. Steel Tempest back through 2. Flashes over the Talia wall. And the divide will set up the fight. Chain of Corruption locks down to 2 as the piercing arrow rocks the back line.
Whoa.
Trick in, trick out. And it looks like that's enough. Not a lot of damage from the last breath. And it looks like Perks could be in a lot of trouble as he's in the middle of the frying pan. Cooked up and spit out. Trick now very low. Expect trying to be the last line of defense as Sven has stayed on the back line but hasn't been able to put in the DPS.
Yeah, that was a fight where both AD carries just stood back and fired.
Oh, it looks like we will have a quick pause here. 23 and a half minutes into the game. 5-3 lead here for Fenerbahce.
From Mithy, or
That's
from
what we
Expect
need.
landing it. But at least if you get the enemy close enough.
It's almost guaranteed. If you flash Zephyr, they're slow, you hit it. 100%. Why wouldn't you want that?
It's true.
Every 5 minutes.
Every Janna play at home, take notes right there. The way to play team fights is flash forward. Land your slow.
How long is the game? You can do it 6 times in a 30-minute game.
You
Boom.
do not need to rush early armor penetration.
Never really need to at all.
And he's doing it in this game, which is quite surprising.
Mid Crash just dodges out of that one, but it looks like you can chomp down here. Expect doesn't take him out. It's Sven. Nature's Grass goes across. Frozen's on the other side of the wall, and he's blocked G2. But
you say Sven rip. I say that last whisper board right there from Perks. Taking down Crash.
Oh boy. It looks like they're onto Frozen now. Can anybody follow up? The kite coming in. And it looks like he's going to be able to only get a little bit more distance. Unravels the earth under G2's feet, but they pull the rug out from under Frozen.
They'll get themselves the picks. And now with 2 dead, one of them being the jungler, G2 naturally will move over towards the Baron. Thaldren's nearby. Patton is still here.
Oh, the Flash Monsoon initiation coming in from Mithy. That's going to be Perks following through as well. Thaldren throwing back the Bramble Smash to lock up the fight. And Patton is looking to the side, right through his sights, delivering the damage, but it's not enough DPS to take down Expect. Follows through forward, one last shot, and bada bing, bada boom, Expect goes down.
Suddenly, we get all kinds of weird engages happening from G2's side, but they couldn't actually kill anyone the second time. But Baron is being started by FB here. Patton, he's getting stronger and stronger.
Jenna Flash engages just don't work. Fenerbahce are moving to the Baron. They might be able to get this. Trick is just around the corner, though.
Oh,
no, it's not.
just a few. Trying to hop away. Looks like he's going to live through that one with little W damage. And here comes G2 coming back in, but they have Frozen as well.
But they didn't kill Trick yet. He's on his way. Baron is going very low, though. He got to go into this.
He's in 900, 875. Oh, wow, so early on the smites from both junglers. Auto down, and it goes to Crash. They are going in for the fight now as they take down it's Trick and Sven. It's like catch. What's going on in the fight? 28-30 in, and
some sort of engage from G2 side.
The funnel in isn't enough. A great spread from FB doesn't really allow any two people to be initiated on. That's what G2 is looking for. Crash is just a pin cushion right now for Sven, and he gets out alive. Nature's Grasp goes forward. They have so many tools for zoning with the Talia, the Maokai. It's hard for G2 to step forward at this point.
So little they can actually do to see second inhib fall now. FB in full control, still looking for that.
Of the last remaining structure, waiting perhaps for the Talia wall.
I don't know if they have enough time to take down expect for that Weaver's wall, but they do lock out a lot of the damage. Frozen actually gets himself onto the right side. It's Perks going in, his last breath along with G2 as they try to take down 1907 Fenerbahce. A few kills come through, and that Staldron and Patton, a lot of the damage is gone. Where can G2 go?
Well, let's see. They can actually try and push up, maybe get a tower here. There is a Cloud Drake alive, but you want more. Perks is looking for some kills here.
Oh, he got it, gets the flash over. Beautifully done to get that extra follow-up damage and steal Tempest.
Oh, he might even fight Crash.
Who's next?
Oh.
Not Crash.
No, that was just a good game.
Trinket
Good
wall.
Good question. It looks like they can.
It's going to be 2,000. 1,000 on it. Couldn't get over the wall. Locked into place. Nicely done by Crash, keeping his eyes in multiple places.
Whoa.
And a few shots from Pat. It means G2 has to head for the hills on this one. It's all about. I think they're going to Weaver's Wall.
We've seen it before, like 5 times, I believe.
Has Perks tried to win walls?
Now they're going to make me a liar.
Oh,
just an initiation of 1 onto Frozen. Is that too much, though? Do they have the follow-up damage? A big heal. The Redemption Monsoon coming out of mid. He puts Trick back into a fighting position with the rest of the team. G2 going forward, but they're just missing. They're being out-kited. Japone and Patton turning around to fight back and delivering the damage. Piercing arrows flying through, but nobody's falling just yet. Slivers of help as they try to limp away from the fight. A draw between the 80 carries, and it's left now to the rest of the teams.
That was a 1-for-1, just the 280 carries hitting each other in the end and actually killing each other at the same time. Baron Buff is still here with the minions. Trick is back out to try and defend. There's another wall coming in.
I guess it's a goodbye wall, because they are going to recall after throwing that one out. So FB will call it a day. And you're right, the only trade in the end was
happening that much easier. Patton getting in front, gets a turret tank.
Kill the tower!
Yeah,
they did it!
It's gone. Trick tries to go in. That's not the knockup, though. Wild Growth very early onto Patton as they jump out. Damage onto Crash as he tries to deliver the last bit of crowd control for his team to persevere. As Staldron stands on the front line tall in between 3. He gets the last breath from Yasuo, and they flash forward towards Patton now. Huge damage coming out as he buster shots back. And what a fight for both teams.
They hold the base again, though, Rib.
Reset on that Elder. 2,500 in. They're waiting to blast it down. They want the fight possibly. It goes to Trick and the rest of the team. They get a big buff in damage. And 1907 Fenerbahce is going to have an even harder time cracking the base again.
We got every single inhib alive. Apparently their late game strategy.
Getting me all excited here for nothing. Come on.
Sorry. We're waiting for the big fight, man. 43 minutes in.
It is around Baron. That Elder has worn off for G2 now, so a little less oomph to their punch, but still pretty powerful. 43 minutes.
Oh my God!
The double knockup, but that's onto the tanks. Is the follow-up damage there now? Frozen on the right side blocks off the team. A good AoE, but Redemption gets that health back onto G2. And now they are just huddling together, trying to get the tank in the front. But do they have a turnaround? Patton's been able to deliver damage to expect, which means that Cho'Gath doesn't want to just get to the back of the line. Staldron getting pushed around as FB splits in the fight, and still nobody goes down in this 43-minute fight fest. Baron's still alive, and both teams want it.
Yeah, we got to look at cooldowns right now. Yasuo is ready. No Varus ulti, no feast either from expect. Look to be fighting again. Crash's ulti's not ready either.
Staldron teleports in, home guard's on, but it's really just to flex the muscles and taunt. He's gonna get that 3-hit knockup. Perks, so much damage, waiting for the ulti to come back, and Perks is gonna go down. No, Sven lives. Sven hits the heel and it keeps himself alive. Expect now rotating in with the team to the base. Will they be able to live? In goes Perks, and he goes down. 10 to 10 as they make their way on the inhibitors.
One dead means it'll be 3 inhibitors at the very least. If they want to push for more, they could try, but that would be far too risky as Ben is still alive.
46 seconds on Perks to come up. Remember, his GA's down as well if the base even lasts that long, so they have to be careful at whatever fights they take. Fenerbahce wanting the inhibitors and possibly wanting safety after this, as it can easily be turned around if they greed too much. That is crashed down. Chain of Corruption used to the CC follow-up may not be there for the rest.
On the way from base, but Frozen is already here with the blue buff as well, trying to deal some damage.
Thaldrin coming in. Nature's Grasp is only going to lock up a few of the tanks. Over the wall goes Trick. That's the knockup they might have needed. Big damage on to expect. Lock of the Iron Slaughter Redemption comes in to keep the team safe, but there's really no going back in. Around the wall comes mid. Sven is there with the autos. Wind wall goes up, but Patton has everything to shoot up front. Perks taking a lot of damage. Perks just living. Gets the shield down, and he keeps himself alive. Trick, however, falls to the hands of Patton. And once again, FB and G2 trade 1 for 1.
But this time we got super minions in the base, Riff.
And they're going.
It was a 4v5 and it was a 1 for 1 trade in the end. Pat, he's on the way.
Frozen's gonna cut him off. Frozen's gonna try to cut everybody off, knocking them back for just a second, unraveling that earth. Leandri burning them down. Patton on the turrets. He's gonna look to end the game. Explosive shot drops the first one. The demolition is in for the win, and it is gonna be 1907 Fenerbahce trying to claim this win. He goes down. It is gonna be the save for G2. The rest of the team piling in for Fenerbahce. 3 dead, but Crash looks to have no damage, and Frozen says no, we cannot.
There are 3 dead members on the side of FB. The jungler and mid laner are alive. Baron is still there. All of G2 currently just defending the base against so many super minions.
G2 are just playing Hero Siege, so I don't think they'll be able to get out to the Baron itself. Too many supers are now going to start pushing in to their base. Patton, he saw it. He saw his moment, but he should have backed away after the 2 turrets went down.
Well, at least he got the 2 turrets. Right now his team is trying to take down the Baron. G2, they know it's happening. They're TPing in. Trick is on the way.
Frozen low, no mana there. Oh, this is a big chomp down. Dessert, dinner, and everything here for Expect. He just has to choose which one it is. Trick is going to pick up that kill, though, so they still have the chomp down. A good save for the Baron. No chance here for Crash if they get that damage down perfectly. And G2 has weathered an amazing storm.
Perfect.
Clean calls. They might use this Baron just to defend out either his rocket jump or the flash. So he stays alive despite getting hit by Perks. Inhib top going down as fast as it actually spawned. Trick looking for a fight.
Didn't get the initiation he wanted to. Get pushed out of that. Up towards the top side. Very low. Back and forth. Gets shot down by Expect. They could go coast to coast if they get every member of 1907 Fenerbahce. Frozen into the Zanyas, but gold won't save you for long. Double kill for Perks.
We can still got some minions near the Nexus. We see some pings from FB as well, looking to potentially
They have
go
very
for it.
small window to secure a major objective.
That fight
And
is
they're still going.
Straight into the middle. Trick cannot flash out of this. He's put himself right in. Expect tries to flash in as well. They want the fight now before FB can get their footing. Crashes down. That's Frozen as well. Depone falls. Patton trying to kite back and do what he can, but it's Thaldrin falling in front of him. And without the captain, without the rest of the team, it's going to be difficult to pull this one around. G2 has stopped Fenerbahce in their tracks and will take the Nexus.
They lost all the inhibs, they lost Barons, everything. They were defending for such a long time and they kept winning fights. And now in the end, they get the Nexus.
The Yasuo pick from Perks, he said it would happen. They lock it in here at the group stage of Worlds. And with just a few more attacks, they take the game 52-17. G2 Esports over 1907 Fenerbahce.
With the Nexus exposed and everything with their backs against the wall against a Baroned up opponent, they find a way to get the team fight after team fight, and they will get themselves the victory. But it's a heartbreaking victory at that, as they were never going to get into the quarterfinals of Worlds. So they need to hug it out and celebrate how well they played here at the tournament.
They did what they could do in the last game. Same here for 1907 Fenerbahce. Go in, see if you can pick up that first win for them. For G2, it's about getting the 3rd one. And while the Yasuo pick was a bit of fun, everything else was very serious. Here, both teams really wanted to secure that 1 win towards the end, but a super rough moment, especially for G2 Esports after being so close in a very tough group.
Passion and a lot of pride as well. The
Yeah.
game helping ever so slightly to pick G2 up, but you can see how emotional they are, knowing how strong their fans and what their fans expected of them.
They have a lot of fans here in China. You can hear the chants. It is bittersweet, but it is still sweet.
And we have to remember, this is Europe's first seed that during MSI made the final. Took a game of SKT, then came back to Europe, had a tough summer split. Honestly, they were not looking like one of the favorites to win the whole thing, but then really peaked towards playoffs. 3-0 semifinal, 3-0 final as well, and then make it all the way to Worlds as a